I now have the honor of introducing our esteemed platform guest. Please hold your applause until I have introduced everyone. Registrar Rachel Ferris, Columbia Southern Education Group Senior Vice President Chantel Cooley, retired U.S. Army Specialist J.R. Martinez, President Ken Styron, Columbia Southern Education Group Chief Executive Officer Robert Mays, Board of Trustees Chairman Dr. Gary Hokenettle, Vice Provost for Student Affairs Dr. Scott Rounds, Vice Provost for Operations and Compliance Janelle Gibson. You may be seated. At this time, I hereby declare that this 2018 commencement ceremony to be open. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates and are pleased to have family and friends in attendance today who have supported our graduates through their journey at CSU. I would also like to welcome our distinguished guests, our distinguished faculty, and staff. It is an honor to have with us today the Information Warfare Training Command Performing Arts Company and Tommy Cooley singing the national anthem. Please stand for the Parade of Colors and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing. I would now like to welcome to the podium, providing our invocation, Chantel Cooley. Chantel is the Senior Vice President of Columbia Southern Education Group and founder and president of Chantel Cooley Ministries. She is also an author, speaker, and philanthropist.
It is an honor to be here with you today. If you would like, please bow your heads. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for such a beautiful day. We thank you for bringing us from different parts of this great country and from all over the world. As we gather to celebrate these precious graduates, their journey and their achievements, help us to remember our family, friends, loved ones, and all those who made it possible for us to be here. We thank you for our military, fire personnel, police officers, first responders, and all those who put themselves in harm's way for each of us and every day. We pray for peace and security over this occasion. Let this great ceremony bring joy and renewal to all. In Jesus' name, amen. Please be seated.
Today, I have the honor of introducing to you Columbia Southern's past president, Robert Mays. Robert has been with CSU since it was founded by his father, the late Robert G. Mays Sr., in 1993. Robert served as president of the university from 2005 until May of 2018. I've had the honor of working closely with Robert over the past 5.5 years, and I can attest to his commitment to our students and their future success. Please join me in welcoming your past president, Robert Mays.
Thank you, Dr. Barksdale. I'm honored to be with you all today. So 3 years ago, on a cool afternoon, I asked Ken Styron to take a walk with me around the CSU campus. And during our walk, I shared with him a long-term vision to transition into the role of CEO one day. Although I didn't know exactly when or how it would all work out, I knew I wanted to begin preparing for that day, and the first step would be to develop Ken as a presidential candidate. The next step of the process was the creation of a chief of staff position. As with many organizations, this position would support me in moving the institution forward, but it would also be the best way to train Ken and prepare him to be a candidate, giving him firsthand experience and insight into all the different scopes of university operations. Ken performed this role with excellence by pushing university strategies forward and working closely with CSU executive team. And like me, he utilized his knowledge of all CSU information systems to better understand how every department worked and functioned. And beyond the day-to-day activities that ensure our success, Ken embodies the culture of CSU. So earlier this year, Ken attended a high-level executive development event, and I was asked to complete a complex group of assessments. And for each question about Ken's character, I was amazed that the true answer was the highest mark available. After answering about 30 questions, I was struck with how good a person he is. And I don't know of anyone so balanced, so level-headed, and so knowledgeable. Ken has a proven track record of building strong teams and getting great things done. He has been a part of CSU's history, its growth in students, and its maturing as an organization. And I'm thrilled the Board of Trustees selected him to serve in this role. So for this time in CSU's history and in this place, there could not be a better person to be the third president of Columbia Southern University. Ken, I congratulate you on this accomplishment and welcome you to a great adventure. And now let me introduce to you the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Gary Hokenettle.
It is my privilege and honor to begin our celebration with the inauguration of Ken Styron as the third president of Columbia Southern University. Thank you all for sharing in this event with us. It's an honor to introduce Mr. Ken Styron to all of you today. Ken's role as the president of Columbia Southern University began on May the 1st of this year, and he has hit the ground running, much like he did on his first day at CSU as a software engineer. Since joining CSU in 2002, Ken has built upon his decades of experience in information technology and propelled the university forward in online higher education. His fingerprints can be seen on almost every critical function of our daily operations, and he empowers and inspires faculty and staff to live out CSU's noble mission each day. As president, his focus is set on a brighter future for CSU and its graduates. Always thinking ahead, he uses data in all areas of his decision-making while harnessing the power of innovation and strong relationship building to lead the university to greater heights. We are excited to see where Mr. Styron leads CSU in the years to come. Mr. Styron, please come forward. The inauguration is the formal occasion on which the new president is invested with the duties of the office. But more than that, it is a time of promise and anticipation during which all of us together define the path we will follow in our future. The Board of Trustees selected Mr. Styron because he has played an invaluable role in CSU's history, growth in students, and overall success as an organization. He has served as Vice President of Instructional Design and Technology, Chief Information Officer, and Chief of Staff. His diverse background has enabled him to lead the university in overcoming challenges, building strong solutions, and positioning CSU as a first choice in higher education for our students. Compelled by his insight and understanding of the university, Ken has become the greatest champion of CSU's potential. We are honored to recognize him today and follow him as he moves CSU forward. Not all 11 members of our Board of Trustees are able to be in attendance today. However, I am joined on the stage by Ms. Chantel Cooley and Mr. Robert Mays. Also in attention are Chief Howard Forney and Miss Mimi Hayes. Please rise so we might recognize you. Mr. Styron, you are joined today by faculty, graduates, alumni, staff, community leaders, and other honored guests. You have been chosen to serve as president of CSU by virtue of the authority given to the Board of Trustees. I, Gary Hokenettle, as their appointed chairman, do hereby install you, Ken Styron, as the third president of Columbia Southern University. Mr. Styron, may your term of office be rewarding and productive. On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Trustees, let me say that you have our full confidence and our loyal support. We wish you the very best. Congratulations.
Sorry, just a little short. Well, I'm excited to be here today, and I'd like to thank everyone for coming. And this necklace is a little heavy, so I hope I wear it well and do the university proud. So I'd like to thank Dr. Hokenettle for such a warm introduction. Again, it's great to be here with you guys today. I would like to thank the Board of Trustees for their guidance and support in preparing me for this new challenge. And of course, I'd like to welcome all of our graduates, our honored guests, our faculty, and our staff that are here today. I am so grateful to share this historic day with each of you. Today is your day, and we do not take lightly the sacrifices you have made to be here. The long hours and late nights are a testament to your commitment. To your right and to your left are your fellow graduates that have traveled from 50 U.S. states and 21 countries to celebrate your shared success. I'm overwhelmed with pride to honor 763 graduates in attendance today. That also includes over 3,400 family members and guests that have joined you, in addition to our online live video stream. So today, we recognize all of you for your investment in yourself, your family, and your future. This year, CSU celebrates its 25th anniversary. The past 25 years have allowed us the opportunity to serve over 55,000 alumni. Since 2017 commencement, we've had over 7,000 students graduate from CSU's degree programs. And that says a lot. That says a lot about our students, our faculty, and our staff, and the programs we offer. Today, we have over 29,000 online learners actively pursuing their educational goals with CSU. In addition, today there are 34 graduates from CSU's Vietnam program, and I'd like to recognize them if they'd please stand. Thank you. CSU is proud to be a first-choice institution among our servicemen and women. Approximately 40% of CSU students are United States active military members, veterans, or military spouses. Veterans and active duty military members who are in attendance as graduates, family members, or guests, please stand so we may recognize you. CSU's programming is rooted in emergency services and safety, with some of its top programs serving those in law enforcement, fire, and emergency services. We'd like to take a moment to recognize the first responders for their dedication and noble career pursuits. Would you please stand and be recognized for your service? Please notice that both military and public safety personnel are wearing the red, white, and blue cords in recognition for all they do for our country. Recently, CSU's Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health degree program was included as a qualified academic program by the Board of Certified Safety Professionals. As a qualified program, our graduates finish their degree with the ability to secure their graduate safety practitioner certification, preparing them for the highest success in their career. Today, we'd like to recognize our first class of graduates that have earned this qualification. Graduates of this program, would you please stand? As president, I am fortunate to be surrounded by a team of faculty and staff whose talent can only be surpassed by their passion and devotion to our students. At this time, I'd like to recognize our faculty, if you'd please stand. Thank you. And I also like to recognize our staff. So we have a lot of staff working the event today. So if we have any staff members, would you please stand also? Thank you. The Mays and Cooley families who founded CSU remain an inspiration and driving force behind the institution. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize their support of our mission and our success. Many of us would not be here today without the unwavering support of our families. I would like to recognize my wife, Wendy, and our mothers for their support throughout the years. And I also would like to make a special birthday wish to my mother-in-law, Joanne. Happy birthday. And now I would like to share with you my remarks to our graduates. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." These words resonate deeply with me, and I'll tell you why. A few years ago, my son and I had an opportunity to lead a Boy Scout crew on a hike at the Philmont Scout Reservation in New Mexico. Even though we were avid scouters and plan a high adventure trip each summer, spending 10 days on a trail was daunting to me. The trip was one of the most challenging adventures that we took, but it was also one of the most rewarding. I was thankful to have my son and others by my side on the journey, making the experience not only possible, but also memorable. Now, I would like to take a moment for you to think about back to the beginning when you set off on your own journey with CSU. Along with you on your adventure and surrounding you today are your trail companions, your family, your friends, and your classmates. Without them helping you carry the load, you may have given up or given in to the difficulty. But with their support and encouragement, you were able to stay on course and reach your destination. So I'd like to thank the family members and your crew at this time with a round of applause. As an extension of your personal network, the CSU family has likely become a part of your crew. Our faculty and our staff work tirelessly to provide support to each of our students. From reviewing the papers that you have written at all hours of the night, to helping you with your resume and job interview skills, we're here by your side from start to finish. Although each of your journeys are surely different, your dedication is a common thread that you share. And just like our hike, your journey wasn't completed in one step, leap, or alone. It was a process that started at the bottom, and each member of your team had a different responsibility. During my hike, there were times that the incline increased. And as you moved forward through your program, you can relate that your experience with discussion boards, presentations, research projects, papers, and final exams were there to challenge you. But each assignment allowed you to push yourself, to think critically, and to problem solve, to learn you're capable of great things when you put your mind to it. Reflecting on my hike, we approached vistas where we were able to look back over the valleys we had passed through. You can relate as you were able to see your progress as you completed your courses in your program. And I know a lot of you guys like to share the status bar on Facebook, and I like to see that. On the day that my crew summited Mount Phillips, we faced adversity. Heavy rain turned to snow as we made our way back up the backside of the mountain, which was the steepest climb. However, when we finally reached the top of the mountain, there was a beautiful sunset where we sat, and reflected on our experiences and journey together that day. This was one of those special moments in life when I really appreciated the hard work and dedication that led me to that point. Today, you have reached the top of your climb. Here, at the peak of the mountain, you can clearly see in all directions. Here, you can see what lies ahead for you. Perhaps it's a promotion at work or starting a new career entirely. Whatever it may be, what seemed impossible is now possible. Your future is bright, and you've earned every bit of it. But your journey doesn't stop here. I will borrow from the words of Nelson Mandela again. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I admire your tenacity and your commitment to achieve your goals. The rest of your journey begins now. Thomas Jefferson once said, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. As CSU's third president, I have accepted Jefferson's challenge to continue building a bright future for CSU. But I also need you to accept it as you go out into the world and apply what you have learned here. Our graduates are our greatest pride. Today and together, we celebrate you making it to the top of this mountain. I applaud you for your perseverance. As your crew, we're behind you every step of the way on your journey, as your journey continues. We can't wait to watch for your next adventure and celebrate your success. We encourage you to stay in touch with us and share your stories. Thank you for choosing CSU and joining me today. My most sincere congratulations to all of you. I'm proud of what you have completed here today. Thank you.
To recognize and honor outstanding achievements and contributions by a CSU faculty member, the Robert G. Mays Senior Distinguished Faculty of the Year Award was established. I am proud to announce the recipient of the 2018 Robert G. Mays Senior Distinguished Faculty of the Year Award is David Milan. Dr. Milan, would you please join me on the stage? During his time at CSU, Dr. Milan has become an essential member of the College of Safety and Emergency Services. His passion for teaching and building the reputation of CSU's safety programs can be seen in nearly every facet of his professional life. This includes teaching in both the term and life pace courses, aiding in course design and development, attending and presenting conferences at local events, and working alongside the International Association of Emergency Managers for the CSU credits to be accepted by the Associate Emergency Manager and the Certified Emergency Manager certifications, just to name a few of his activities. But perhaps the greatest testament to his invaluable contributions to the field and to our university is in the positive feedback received from his students. Dr. Milan, I am proud to present to you the 2018 Robert G. Mays Distinguished Faculty of the Year Award. I would now like to welcome back to the podium Chantel Cooley to introduce our keynote speaker.
Well, when your notes aren't here, you just wing it, don't you? I was hired to get you ready for the keynote speaker. I am so excited about who we have today, and I want to encourage you today. Go after your dreams. Graduates, this is huge what you just went through. This is a monumental thing in your life, it's like now that chapter is closed. You're to go after your dreams. You climb mountains that get in your way. When a mountain gets in your way, you just say, hey, another opportunity to show what I can do. Amen? This is your day. When you walk across this stage, take every moment to enjoy it, because this is huge in your life. Many of you have gone through so many trials and tribulations just to get here today. For some of you, you've had the hurricane hit you. For others, you were in the Virgin Islands and you had a Category 5 hit you twice. No power, but you kept going, even when you couldn't afford to fix your home back up. Where is that? I think her name's Toya. Where is she? Stand up. Give a wave. There she is. And so we have another gentleman, I believe his name is Tim. I'm just going from my memory, Tim Smith, if you'll stand. There he is at the end. Stand up for a minute. He went through a fatal car accident at 12 years old. They said he'd never amount to anything, don't even try to be educated. And now he's here today. I hear he's a celebrity in the Face Group book, challenging you guys to keep moving forward. Now he's amazing. He's educating, going after another degree. So let's just give him another hand. We're proud of both of you. Now I want to turn my attention to all of you. I picked these two graduates because I think they best represent who you are. You see, my family, many years ago, no one believed in us. We failed. My dad couldn't keep a job. We had no food hardly in the home. It was rough. How many can relate to that? We all have our story. But my dad read so many motivational books, and he said, you know what? We were made for greatness. We're going to never give up. We're going to go after our dream, even when nobody says we can. And when people said we couldn't, that just gave us more energy. I'm sure you can relate. We climbed and pushed, and we made it here today to change your lives through education. What an amazing thing that we have done, because with the people here on our staff, we have now offered it to you. Our legacy is now given to you. So you've been through so many things, even from high school days. Some of you shouldn't even be here. One gentleman said, I didn't even get my GED. He went back and got his GED, and now he's walking across the stage today with his bachelor's degree and his family, showing his children he can do it. So now I want to focus on you. I've named 3 people that represent you. So this is your time. I want you to stand up if you would like and give the biggest shout, because you made it here today. This is your day. So graduates, stand. Wow. What a celebration. You may be seated. Now, are you ready for the guest speaker? Let me tell you, he's going to be something else. J.R. Martinez. J.R. is an American actor, author, motivational speaker, and retired U.S. Army soldier. In March of 2003, J.R. was deployed to Iraq, where he sustained severe burns to over 34% of his body when his Humvee hit a roadside bomb. Since his recovery, J.R. has become a highly sought-after motivational speaker. He has traveled around the country speaking about his experiences to corporations, veterans groups, schools, and other organizations. J.R. began his acting career on an Emmy Award-winning daytime drama, All My Children. Since then, he has appeared on numerous television shows. Many may remember him best as the season 13 champion on Dancing with the Stars. He is the author of the New York Times bestseller, Full of My Heart, My Story of Survival, Strength, and Spirit. J.R. serves as a spokesperson for Operation Finally Home, as well as for the Phoenix Society for Burn Survivors and Glass Wing International. So let's give it up for J.R. Come on, give him a round of applause. Even stand up. He deserves it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please have a seat. I don't have that much time. What about that introduction, man? Like, I feel like I don't even need to be up here right now. Just let Chantel come back up here and rock this mic for another 20 minutes. Give it up for her. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. You know, it's funny because while she was, reading the bio, she mentioned how I started my acting career on All My Children, and there was dead silence. And then she said, well, most of you may remember him from season 13. He won Dancing with the Stars, and there was cheers and applause. Which makes sense now why All My Children got canceled, because none of you were watching All My Children. I guess you had the assignments and other things that were due that required your time and attention. It truly is a pleasure to be here with all of you this morning. As Chantel said, she asked all of the graduates to please stand up that they wished. And seriously, to be on this stage and to look out and to see all of you stand up and to see all these amazing smiles, pride of the accomplishment that you've achieved, it truly is inspiring. People ask me all the time, JR, you're an inspiration, but what motivates you? What inspires you? And I tell them all the time, it's really uncomfortable for me because people have a tendency to put me on a pedestal because simply of the fact that I've been on TV. We tend to kind of pay attention to lights and to television and to people that are public figures and in that light. But in reality, when you take that away and you start to kind of peel the layers, I am an extension of every single one of you here today. The only difference is I've been on TV. How am I here today? I'm here today because I got an opportunity. And when that opportunity was presented to me, I made the most of it. Now, it's easy to focus on what happened to me in Iraq. It's easy to pay attention to my time in the military. But as Chantel and I were talking backstage before we came out, and she was sharing a little bit about her history and her family's history and the challenges that her father went through and her mother as well and their family just to get this university to where it is, celebrating 25 years now. But as we were talking about those challenges, I was telling her, I said, there was a point in time in my life where I was embarrassed about the things that I'd been exposed to, the things that I experienced. The fact that my father left when I was 9 months old. The fact that I grew up without a father and I saw a lot of my peers who had both parents. The fact that my mother, who immigrated from another country, from Central America, El Salvador, didn't speak English that well. The fact that she wasn't really educated. The fact that when you compare my life to a lot of people's, my childhood, let's say, to a lot of people in the country, we were considered to be poor. But everything is about perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Having the opportunity to go to El Salvador as a young man and to see my family there and the way that they lived, and in their eyes, their perspective, they looked at us and they said, wow, you are wealthy. There was a point I was embarrassed about the fact that my mother was at one point in time was a victim of domestic abuse. Chantel talked about, not having food, and we were joking backstage. And we were like, remember layaway? Remember those days? Like, yeah, we remember layaway. I was like, Mom, how much are you going to pay this week? And she's like, I went to $25, $30. I was like, how much, what's the remaining balance? Can we put a little bit more of that to the shoes so I can get the shoes out and I can rock those on Monday? You gotta wait about 2-3 more weeks. I'm not supposed to be here either. None of us are. But see, that's our responsibility. Something really special, when I was writing my book, I realized that the first few chapters of my book were written for me. I had nothing to do with the first few chapters of my book that consisted of my life. They were written by my family's history, they were written by society, they were written by everybody else. I had nothing to do with it. But I also realize that at some point it is my responsibility, and I have the choice to pick up a pen and write the middle part of my story and how I want it to end. That is my choice. That is my responsibility. To change the narrative, to allow people to look at me in a different way, and most importantly, for people to look at my childhood and the way that I grew up and the way that I was raised and the things that I was exposed to that maybe a lot of people would frown upon. Now as an adult, I look at those things as circumstances that gave me an advantage. They serve as an advantage over the rest of society in some respect, who haven't been exposed to those things, who haven't been challenged, who haven't been tested. Those moments in my life were moments that were preparing me for what I like to refer to as the big boom in my life, which was my injury in Iraq. If I didn't have all of those experiences, if I didn't have a mother who constantly dealt with loss, and I remember at the age of 8 years old asking my mother, "Why do you smile so much? Because I know exactly what's happening at home." And she said, "I smile to invite the blessings. If I'm not smiling all of the good things, I'm not going to welcome them. So I smile to invite them." As you can imagine, as a young man, I thought my mother was a little crazy. But as I've gotten older, I understand the power. And what she was essentially saying is that in the midst of her feeling like she's lost so much, the one thing she had within her disposal was, what was her attitude going to be? How is she going to show up in that very moment? You know, all of us have done the exercise where you take a sheet of paper and you write out on that sheet of paper, whether it's with a loved one, or it's a friend, or whether it's a colleague. And we do this exercise where you write out your 2, 5, 10-year plan, 5, 10, 20-year plan, 6-month plan, 1-year plan, whatever the time frame is. But you have this plan, and you write out where you want to be and whatever that time frame is. But you know, in the midst of us writing those goals and those plans down, we never stop and think about, well, what happens if in 6 months I'm not here? What happens if in 2 years I'm not exactly here? How am I going to adapt? What happens is we tend to just say, well, I'm not there in 6 months or a year, I give up. And they quit. I couldn't help but, as I was sitting on stage, to look at the stage and from what I can see, because where our seats are, they're covered, but there's 12 boxes. First row, there's 12 boxes on the second row. There's some more boxes that make up this beautiful stage that all of us are standing on and sitting on. I can't help but to think of these boxes as comfort zones. You know, that first box over there is where I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. That second box is at 9 years old when I was forced to move out of my comfort zone and placed in Hope, Arkansas. That third box is when, at the age of 17 years old, I decided to actually move to Georgia. The fourth box is when I decided to join the military. The fifth box is after my injury, I decided to then say, you know what? Okay, I can only do 3 things in the midst of me feeling like I've lost everything: my identity, my face, my appearance, what I had known for 19 years of my life, but also in the midst of, in a short amount of time that I was in the military, I thought to myself, I'm falling in love with service. I'm falling in love with having a purpose. I feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself. And then they told me I can no longer stay in the military, and they told me that I'm going to have to be medically discharged and thrown into this cruel world that we live in at times that is so judgmental. With what tools? It was scary, ladies and gentlemen, and I think all of us have been there at some point or another, where you have to look at that sheet of paper and you have to say, this is never going to happen. It's scary to actually take the notebook and turn the page and go to a brand new sheet of paper, a clean sheet of paper, and write out brand new goals, essentially starting over. But when I turned the page after I was injured, I started small. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. My goals consisted of, when I wake up in the morning, Believe that something good is going to happen. Have faith and just try to be positive. That was it. Before I went to bed at night, those three things, despite whatever happened that day. Again, I made a choice and I found myself no longer in that box. I was now in this box. And then in the midst of me being in this box and kind of going through, that day-to-day process, I was asked to visit another patient who was having a difficult time and was where I was 6 months prior, and I went in and spoke to him, and needless to say, I noticed that I had an effect on his life, on his outlook, on his approach. I gave him hope. That led to another box of where I started doing the speaking thing. And then I got out of the Army and I got out of the hospital and I got an email to audition to become an actor, and they were launching a storyline about a veteran. And they thought, what are the odds of us finding a real life veteran with some acting experience? And they put out a huge casting call. I saw it, I responded. Needless to say, I had no acting experience, but I thought, I'm here. Why not? Let's try out for it. A week after I did my screen test, they called me and said, congratulations, you got the job. I had two questions for them. I said, how long am I going to be on the show? And they said, 3 months. I said, 3 months on a soap opera? That's a long time. Do you know what? No, since no one watches soap operas apparently, you guys don't know, but I can tell you that 3 months, 12 weeks on a soap opera is a lot of time. I'm born, I grow up, I go to college, maybe at CSU online somewhere, I don't know, and then I graduate, I find a wife, I get married, I have kids. Turns out those aren't my kids. Years later, we get divorced. Then one day, I'm in the midst of me being depressed about the circumstances, I get killed, right? I die. And then my ex-wife then remarries, but really interestingly enough, years later, it turns out I'm actually not dead. I never did die. And I try to come back to make things right, and then she's remarried to what all along I never knew I had, which was a twin brother. She's like, who are you? And I was like, I'm me. And she's like, no, he's he, and he's you. And I'm like, no, and we still have 8 more weeks to go. That's only 4 weeks. Like, man, I'm gonna do everything on this show. My second question was, can I be one of Susan Lucci's love interests? They said no, she's good. And I didn't feel like I belonged in that box, to be honest with you. There were many days where I got into my own head and I thought, I don't belong here. I didn't train like all of these other actors and actresses for years for this moment. I just came off of the streets and got an opportunity. But I kept reminding myself, but it is an opportunity. And I kept reminding myself, at least I am here. And if it's only gonna be 3 months, I'm gonna make it the best 3 months I possibly can. And so every day, because of my curiosity, my willingness to learn, and my willingness to make the most of every situation, when I wasn't on set, I would remain on set and watch all of the other actors and pick up little tips and tricks and things that they would do. And I would apply that to my scenes. Well, what was supposed to be 3 months turned into 3 years. Which then led ABC to ask me to go on Dancing with the Stars. And it's funny because when they made the cast announcements, for the most part, people recognized, a lot of the contestants. And they were like, Rob Kardashian, oh my God, we love Rob. David Arquette, we love David Arquette. Ricky Lake, Nancy Grace, oh my God, we love J.R. Martinez. No idea what that is. People had no idea. I was an underdog. But I went on that show, teamed up, paired up with Karina Smirnoff, and every single week we worked as if it was the first week. And because of that, the underdog, J.R. Martinez and Karina Smirnoff, were crowned the season 13 champions of Dancing with the Stars. Thank you. I mean, that's cool, don't get me wrong. They give you like this trophy that I haven't seen since I won because my mother has it now. So I live with the bragging rights to say that I'm one of the very few people in this world that can actually say that I beat a Kardashian and I didn't go to jail for it. They have a lot of power now, Chantel. I'm a free man. After dancing, I started speaking, I wrote the book. And then about 2.5 years ago, I thought to myself, what else? What else? By the definition that many people have, I'm successful. I've succeeded. I've made it. But I'm still young. I was 32 at the time, and what else? And I decided to do something just like a lot of you here, to embark on this journey of getting my education. So right now, I am currently, I'm currently a junior, and I'm pursuing it as well. Why? Because I just want to challenge myself. I want to grow. I want to prove to myself before I prove to anybody else that I can. But the opportunities are there. It's just a matter of us making the choice and not allowing fear to get in the way of us actually turning the page. You guys should absolutely celebrate everything and all the hard work and all the sacrifices and the commitment and the discipline that you've had to have in order to get to this point. Absolutely celebrate it. But don't let it end here. Don't think that this is the destination. This is not the destination. The destination is further ahead, and we don't know where exactly it is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the journey. So I challenge every single one of you that once you've had your time to celebrate, I challenge every single one of you to continue to be curious. To continue to say to yourself, I'm not going to allow fear to stop me from pursuing whatever else it is that I want to pursue. I challenge every single one of you to look at all the hard work that you put into these last few years, or however long it's taken you, and to say that at the end of the day, I thought that this was scary, as Chantel said earlier. I was intimidated when I started this journey and this process, and look at where I am today. And if I can do that with this, I can do that with anything. Don't be embarrassed about your circumstances. Don't allow other people's opinions, labels to define you. You are in charge of determining that. You, every single one of you, are walking educators. Every single one of you, when you have the opportunity to encounter someone and talk to someone, you are educating them on who you are and who other people are that are just like you. Be accountable. Say to yourself, I had a goal, I had a plan, I didn't achieve it. Don't make excuses for yourself, because you're only hurting yourself. Life is short, I know that. There's a lot of people in this room that know that. People talk about tomorrow isn't promised. Well, let's talk about the next second isn't promised. You have the power. You have the opportunity. You have the ability to create the opportunities that you want for yourself and your life and the people in your life. It is on you. Be accountable, continue to be curious, continue to challenge yourself. Learning never ends. Doesn't matter what age you are, doesn't matter how much of an expertise you are in your particular field, there's always something else that you can continue to learn. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back for this amazing accomplishment. Thank those people that are supporting you day in and day out to achieve this goal. Because we can't do it alone. What else can I share with you guys? Besides what you guys honestly already know. So next time you see JR, wherever it is, don't think, wow, he's the only one. Instead, think he's just one of the representatives and a spokesman for every single one of us that are on a journey right now of pushing ourselves, of challenging ourselves, of being a better version of ourselves, and changing the narrative every single day. Congratulations, celebrate, enjoy it, and continue to challenge yourself. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, JR, for those inspirational words. Will the doctoral degree candidates please rise and come forward? President Styron, this candidate, Leo Andre Bisson, has completed all the requirements for the doctoral degree. His dissertation is titled Job Satisfaction in the Canadian and American Automotive Industry, a Comparative Study. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon this candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of our board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Leo Andre Bisson.
Glenn Jackson.
President Styron, this candidate, Glenn Jackson, has completed all the requirements for the doctoral degree. His dissertation is titled The Influence of Inclusion and Diversity on Performance of the Public Sector Organizations. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the degree and all rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Glenn Jackson.
Michael Edwin Klump.
President Styron, this candidate, Michael Edwin Klump, has completed all requirements for the doctoral degree. His dissertation is titled Leadership Behavior Valued by Air Force Procurement Employees, a Phenomenological Study. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Michael Edwin Klump.
Alex Lamb.
President Styron, this candidate, Alex Lamb, has completed all the requirements for the doctoral degree. His dissertation is titled Status Enhancement Perception, Brand Loyalty, and Brand Involvement, a Quantitative Study. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of our board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Alex Lamb.
Lillian Smith.
President Styron, this candidate, Lillian Smith, has completed all requirements for the doctoral degree. Her dissertation is titled Human Resource Manager Job Satisfaction, a Quantitative Study. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Lillian Smith.
Marla Thompson Kendall.
President Styron, this candidate, Marla Thompson Kendall, has completed all requirements for the doctoral degree. Her dissertation is titled Work Ethic Behavior of Baby Boomers, Generation X, and Millennials, a Quantitative Study. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Marla Thompson Kendall.
Sean Joseph Ward.
President Styron, this candidate, Sean Joseph Ward, has completed all requirements for the doctoral degree. His dissertation is titled Understanding Mentor Motivation from a Self-Determination Theoretical Perspective. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the doctoral degree be conferred upon the candidate at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. I now present to you Dr. Sean Joseph Ward.
Let's have another round of applause for our doctoral graduates. Will the master's degree candidates please rise? President Styron, these candidates have completed all requirements for the master's degree. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the master's degree be conferred upon them at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. Please move your tassel from the left to the right side of your cap as a sign of this great achievement. I congratulate and applaud you all.
Will each candidate for the master's degree please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma.
Brandy Michelle Hazel. Sean Patrick Williams. Alexander Blake Whittington. Jeffrey A. Collins. Adrian J. Brown. Alicia Chestnut. Alicia Gooden Brumfield. Timothy Maffo Judd. Raquel Roberts. Earl Demas. Tevishaya S. Dinkins Lucas. Dominique Sanderson. Timothy Dean Romero. Carissa Catherine Marie McCorkle. Lisa M. Thomas. Billy Simpson. Cynthia Jean Tunson Grimes. Belinda Smart. Kanika Jones. Nyasia C. Moses. Latricia D. Hubbard. Candace Tiara Castle. Kevin Nguyen. Trinice Johnson. Damon Campbell. Tony R. Coleman Sr. Christina Vasquez. Sean J. Hextall. Sharika Gray. Detoria Michelle Crawford. Carla Washington. James C. Davis. Ramias D. Flemons. Chandra Nicole Ewing. Bartholomew Reed. Clarice LeMay Dabney. Keisha Sophia Perryman. Craig R. Parker. Angelina Kanata Peacock. Erica Silas. Antoine Deontay Mordican. Trisha Coy. Derwin Joseph Epps. Dion Ann Grandison. Jose David Flores. Joyce Rosado Hughes. Stephen Derek Grimes. Karina K. Bastian. Tuuti Me Zoom. Nguyen Ngoc Phuong. Joanna O. Walters. Kenneth A. Badka. Sarah C. Johnson. Megan Snyder. Paula M. Allen. Latora Shanique Vaughn. Phan Tre Nhi. Gabriel S. Santos. Tamara Omara Buchanan Martin. Kathleen Atencio. Joseph Wicker. Maria Gilbert Coley. Calandra Nakima Kelly. Stephen Maurice Kelly. Ta Tang Soon. Pham Thi Thuy Cheng. Haati To Hung. Huang Big Thuy. Kenneth Bagley Galindo. David N. Dawkins, Sr. Shanta M. Johnson. Jameson Terrell Gilmore. Chuang Nok Tien Ni. Duan Thi Thuy Lan. Luong Kwe Chun. Nguyen Thi Hugh Zoom. Vuan Dao. Chan Thi Hien. Dung Van Tuan. Ho Minh Phuong. Nguyen Nao Sun. Nyo Quoc Hang. Lê Thi Thang Xuan. Pham Thi Tu Huang. Angel Katina Crawford. Michael A. Mosley. Brittany Renice Murphy. Shariah Adams. Shelda Louise Sinat. Carlos Jamar Jackson. Nicole R. Peterson. Van Hie Deng. Nguyen Thuy Nhang. Vo Ting Tuan. Marcus Lynn Daniels. Tim Berenger. Donald Nelson Howard II. Sharonda Laquan Sherry. Brianna Rose Larkins. Erica Bell. Jasmine Nicholas Hampton. Melanie R. Langford. Thomas Andrew Potter. Alicia K. Thompson. Nicolo A. Hill. Kimberly L. Dent. Stephen L. Dent. Marcus M. Smith. Luong Nau Le. Boi Thi Thuy Oanh. Zoom Mai Tan. Nguyen Thi Lan Huong. Alicia K. Kipchamba. Barbara Jean Wallace. Sherry L. Stewart. Kimberly Faye King. Philomena Connor Thomas. Angela Letitia Gordon. Fatih Bikna. Doodak Huang. Stephanie Sanders. Lakia Banks English. Lei Thi Mi Han. Chan Ti Tuang. Kyle E. Grace. Jacqueline Ayler. Sharonda Lynn Claytor. Leslie L. Galley. Christopher Cardina. Tamara Brown. Carlene Robinson DePass. Tawfiq Ibrahim. Ebony Janelle Ford. Nikise Danielle Robinson. Christina Marie Perry. Katina Freeman. Tanya E. Smith. Roy Kirk Wright. Danielle Sader. Donovan Anthony Porter. Carrie Edwards. Ashley Bradley. Jordan Wiseman. Wilhelm Jacob Cooper. Fan Quinn Chang. Chun Ivy. Nguyen Thi Thuy Bach. Phan Thi Thuy Zuong. Evan Blake Graham. Jeffrey Walfield. Elizabeth R. De La Rosa. Keith Brian Steenwijk. Whitney S. Denton. Brittany Detrice Lang. Monica Patrice Herbert. Nichelle Lisa Jones. Darlene Sherlanda Golden. Orville Miguel Centeno. Samuel J. Palmer. Timothy Scott Neubauer. Ediat Olumaid Said. Rosalie Rivera. Tasha Peterson. Isiel L. Tolles. Chatlin Tyrone McGee. Aaron L. Mitchelltree. Natalio Cruz Oliva Jr. Eugene R. Hansen Jr. Daryl Ray Stanholzer II. Donald Barr Kirby. Tanya Franklin Stephen. Etta J. Tucker. Samalaulu Tamalautau Filoli. Blanca Estella Garcia. Janelle Deanna Eddy. Michael David Seiler. Tammy Marie Heinlein. Timothy E. Ridley. Thomas Alexander Scott Gaines. Derek Lamar Abels. John Scott Miller. Kenneth Frederick Kurth. Paula Hill. Keenan Mayaka Majeto. Baron Wisdom Dizia. Ayoe Taiwo Alawod. Ebony Teneva Hills. Asamoah Boateng. Russell E. Maurer. Nicole Plachette Skanes. Benjamin Bach. Renato Abrigana. Virginia Louise Hall Plunkett. William Powell. Veer Anthony Samuel. Stephen Tyndall. Natalie Rochelle Floyd. La Crystal Love. Cecilia Romero. Corey Andrew Sands. LaTyron D'Angelo McCall. Andrew D. Smoke. Tamika Janelle Thomas. Diedrich Julian Knox. Clinton L. Davis. John T. Kiter. William James O'Mara IV. Matthew Ray Presley. Vaclav Novak. Marcus Menuz Edwards. Brandon George William Askew. Joseph Lassiter. Ernest Young Jr. William N. Colburn. Christopher L. Jenkins. Chastity Ricks Green. Henry L. Williams. Howell F. Leftwich III. Derek James Wright. Daniel Wade Work. Paul L. Feaster. Jamie Ruth Quillen. Laura Ann Cochran. Yvonne Monique Pennington. Annalisa C. Roberts. Valentin Ramirez. Jennifer Williford. Serena Y. Mitchell. Jennifer Gonzalez. Willie Jones. Laquana Sanderson. Brian G. Campbell. Terry Edgar Lee II. Solomon Saul Savoy Jr. Vernita D. Hansborough. Thomas C. Swanson. Elizabeth Nicole Duncan. Yolanda Jean Edwards. Jamila Johnson. Shanita Ingram. Lizzie S. Alford. Linda F. Wood. Devon C. Joseph. Autumn M. Currents. Unyemi Martin Ukure. Charles E. Rowlett. Jeremy Robert Zapinski. Jerry Halem. Rendon Holmes Barlow. Andrew Romo. Ari Jadrell Flowers. Donna Malia Naupoto Tobin. Candace Felicia Jenkins. Kalisha Fildran McKinley. Evita Maria Ramos. Robin Michelle Glimbellet. Wanda Y. Bonham. Sarah Hill Jenkins. Deborah Carter. Michael Gorman. Kiera Najah Murray. Andrea Wilhelm. Amy Jo Thomas. Sheila Anderson Welcome. Jeanette I. Curry. Tiffany C. Jackson. Kenneth Donald Jackson Jr. Richard Barnard Trotter Sr. Jada LaDosha Lemons. Peter Claver C. Yukachi. Erica Sullivan Davis.
Let's have one more big round of applause for our master's degree students. Will the bachelor's degree candidates please rise? The gold cords worn by the bachelor's degree candidates are in honor of earning a GPA of 3.5 or higher. We congratulate you. President Styron, these candidates have completed all requirements for the bachelor's degree. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the bachelor's degree be conferred upon these candidates at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and approval of the board and faculty of Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. Please move your tassel from the left to the right of your cap as a sign to all of this great achievement. I congratulate and applaud you.
Will each candidate for the bachelor's degree please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma.
Andrew Martino, summa cum laude. Terry Lynn Polhill. Kayleen S. Cohn, magna cum laude. Jefferson T. Bird, summa cum laude. Frank J. Barreca Jr., cum laude. Alana Nicole Manego. Michelle L. Ray, magna cum laude. Michelle Pettit, cum laude. Trent Andrew Pettit, magna cum laude. Brian W. Settlemeyer, magna cum laude. Tracy T. Adamson. Marlu Mapatak, magna cum laude. Rosie Castillo. Felicia Shantae Scarver. Candace Canty. Aslan Knowles Dooley, summa cum laude. Marcia L. Nelson, summa cum laude. Roger L. Nelson Jr., magna cum laude. William L. McKinney. Carolina Otero Ramirez, summa cum laude. Janine M. Smith, magna cum laude. Christopher Stephen Tesh. Jackson Awuzing Igando. Kale Colo Jr. Laricia M. Baptiste Young, cum laude. Charles M. Coates Jr., magna cum laude. Jesse Ryan Knight. Tuesdaya Felder Nichols. Renee Lindsay. Jason Matthew Smith, cum laude. Michael S. Wolf. Tracy Snyder, magna cum laude. Richard Darrell Curley. Victoria Ramej Garcia. Toya Jaleese Simon, summa cum laude. Audra Ann Hayek, cum laude. Shal Michael D. Hampton. Jarrett Rodriguez. Dawn Alexandria Hernandez. Valeria M. Womack, cum laude. Kawana Kashawn Williams, cum laude. Jacqueline Aviles. Renata M. Costan. Legaya Sarvida Policarpio. Kevin T. Spain Sr., cum laude. Christina Collins. Krista Enola Weeks, summa cum laude. Lisa Marie Strayhamer, magna cum laude. Anthony Dylan Wells. Gary Richard Daniels. Sharon Durham. Hideko Lyle, summa cum laude. Dawn Rachel Pyra, magna cum laude. Houston Andrew Keene, cum laude. Wayne C. Beauchamp, Jr. Krista Datoria Sawyer. Sony Teofik Adebajo Adesada. Cordelia Turner, summa cum laude. Robert L. Clark, magna cum laude. George Ronnie Batts, Jr., magna cum laude. Ellis Jerome Gamble, magna cum laude. Donald Ray Jackson, cum laude. Daryl Miles, Sr. Johnny Martinez. Isaiah Carthens. Darius Lerone Johnson. Dario Feliciano Ayala, cum laude. Deshaun Lewis, magna cum laude. Brian J. Johnson, Sr., cum laude. Lance Veriker. Joseph Edward Schilling. Kirk P. Pearson, magna cum laude. Belinda A. Hornham Griffin. Charlesetta Hardrick Bailey. Timothy Allen Smith. Conchu J. Kemamin, cum laude. Katrina Alette Davis, summa cum laude. Steve Victor, summa cum laude. Shamika D. Abney, magna cum laude. William Andre Weldon. Claire Renee Leggett. James Barber, Jr. Daryl Shepard. Julius Keith Bridges. Jaquel Watson. Shawanda Martin. Bethany Dawn Reish. Gregory Mark Babiak, cum laude. Robert Kenneth Barker. Ashley Mae Brander. Hannah Ray Clifton. Tammy Sue Shanholzer, summa cum laude. Ashley Sherelle Prier, cum laude. Deanna L. Salter. Jason Paul Ailing. Matthew T. Kuchera. Andrew S. Larkins, Jr. Daniel Richard O'Keefe, summa cum laude. Christopher Joseph Perota. Michael Thomas Lynch, summa cum laude. Charles Huggins, magna cum laude. William A. Barnes, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Andrew Owens, summa cum laude. Stephanie Deambra Robinson. Chiquita LaTroya Goodlow. Roshida L. Smith. Oral Banta, magna cum laude. Camelia Foisy, cum laude. Francis J. Strother. Don Kong, magna cum laude. Angel Nicole Anthony, summa cum laude. Brittany Michelle McLean. Charlene Registe Henry, magna cum laude. Kamisha D. Stanfield, cum laude. Cassetta Johnson. Charity Lachey Johnson. Kenneth B. Terrell. Nicole M. James, magna cum laude. Whitney Bianca Hurt. Johnny Alexander Davidson, magna cum laude. Lindsay Janae Stanton, magna cum laude. Brandy Marlena Dawson. Stephen Swajowski, cum laude. Erica R. Wells. Tracy P. Mitchell, magna cum laude. Leslie Lena McCord, magna cum laude. Laura Ann Lee Farrell. Tracy Ann Blankenzeller, magna cum laude. Tierra M. Poe, cum laude. Laura Ashley Moran, magna cum laude. Kimberly J. Wittine. Yolanda Henry Henderson, magna cum laude. Linda I. Weir, summa cum laude. Bridget Buckley, magna cum laude. Courtney Luzie John. Angela L. Biggers. Aaron B. Hansen, cum laude. Amber Garmany. Janet Faye Harrison. Neon Nicoyus Douglas. Aldwin G. Jackson, Sr. Justin N. Grant, magna cum laude. Joey L. Johnson, cum laude. Leslie Deanne Bender. Benson M. Thomas, cum laude. Shelley Melton, cum laude. Nicole L. Griffin, cum laude. Jenna M. Gonzalez. Vandora Steiner. Tiffany Parker Williams. Kenya Lapasha Battle. Panya Michelle Dixon, magna cum laude. Marvin K. Francis, magna cum laude. Brianna Alexis Nicole Pettit. Asia Lewis. Harold Hart. Douglas P. Ramis, cum laude. Douglas P. Ramis, cum laude. Nathan L. Hutchings II. Jaquel Collins, magna cum laude. Carolina A. Rodriguez. Charles Ernest McIver, Jr. Mary Williams. Uriel A. Lowe. Keith D. Strain. Arthur L. Ross III. Dylan Hahn. Galen Greg Huston, Houston. Henry E. King, Jr. Peter Koyan Panganiban. Ashton G. Foster. Holly Burcham, magna cum laude. Paula F. Sevilla. Brooke Marie Johnner, cum laude. Michael Redger. Melvin N. Martin. TJ Delita III, magna cum laude. Ebony B. Campbell. Antonio Ricardo Aline. Chukwumika Anwuka, magna cum laude. Christina Ann Martinez. Sandra Sela Massenjos, summa cum laude. Ursula V. Butler, cum laude. Yvette Pichon. Laura J. Burton. Krista Gail Aguero. Benjamin James Lovell, cum laude. Michael G. Jones, magna cum laude. John Arnold Sanchez, cum laude. Frederick N. Wilson. Jonathan Eric Branch, magna cum laude. Latanya J. Poe. Brenda Cox Rawls, cum laude. Jennifer Shrimshire Crowell. Amanda Renee Hollinsworth, cum laude. Joseph Vincent Holiski, summa cum laude. Lemuel Henry Bowden, Jr. Tavon Stewart, summa cum laude. Brian K. McGee, cum laude. Jesus Gonzalez Garcia, Jr., magna cum laude. Stephen Jacob Corker, magna cum laude. Dalton Scott Wallace, magna cum laude. Leslie Pemberton, summa cum laude. Derek Goins. John Andrew White, Jr. Darnell Musgrove. Trevor Vallett. Rhonda L. Clark, summa cum laude. Benjamin James Dawson, summa cum laude. Susie Dalton. Sharon Michelle Egan, magna cum laude. Heather R. Maurer, magna cum laude. Lachelle A. Toller. Catherine Smith Berry, magna cum laude. J. Newell Taylor, summa cum laude. Matthew Randall Shear, magna cum laude. Andrea Joanna Providence. Valerie Renee Sanders. Carmen Coolidge George. Erin Isbell, cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Tyson, summa cum laude. Kayla Michelle Tenen, summa cum laude. Candace K. Washington. Sharon Garib Dwarika, cum laude. Keith C. Phillips, magna cum laude. Kristen Anton Rainey, summa cum laude. Patrick Crockett, magna cum laude. Jonathan Dalen Gassett, magna cum laude. Frederick Lee Cochran III, cum laude. Jonathan M. Wilson, summa cum laude. Naya Trinae Burrow. Erica Lang Spruill. Benita Thompson Nixon, cum laude. Tabitha Grant. Jennifer Catherine Heilich, magna cum laude. Shane Allen Calvert, cum laude. Katrina J. Sifrin, summa cum laude. Manuel Salinas Guerra, summa cum laude. Jennifer Bird Mazur, magna cum laude. Lucas Bowling. Daniel Mattingly, cum laude. Jolie Brooke Glenn. Dylan Brooks Godwin. Melanie Griswold, magna cum laude. Nia I. Franklin, cum laude. Latoria Alexis Michelle Mathis. Daniel C. Redmond, magna cum laude. Cody James Griffey, magna cum laude. Angela Coburn. Jennifer Gates, cum laude. Tracy Kuzminski, magna cum laude. Edmund P. Kuzminski, Jr., cum laude. Paul Patrick Powers, magna cum laude. Michelle Lynn Hill. Gregory R. LeMay, magna cum laude. Stephen Daniel Getz. Orlando Mayfield Logan. Valerie M. Moyer. Nikisha Carrie-Ann Young, magna cum laude. Christina Johnson. Jovan Murphy Sr. Alice Renee Curry. Milton David Roman, Jr., summa cum laude. Albert Pullen, cum laude. Brandon Thomas Jones. Audria Dachelle Elliott. Heriberto David Valencia. Valerie Denise Friesen. Heather Love, summa cum laude. William Harold Fithian, summa cum laude. Sabine Rashid, magna cum laude. Jennifer Martin. Deborah Fortson. Cheryl McCall Owens. Edward Charles Gray, magna cum laude. Karen Elaine Aites. Renatia R. Albert. Elijah Johnson, magna cum laude. Robert L. Trenum, magna cum laude. Joshua Trent Johnson, cum laude. Michael Dwayne Holland, cum laude. Alicia Valida Cameron, cum laude. Sekithia Nichelle Ford. Sandra Elizabeth Arcio, cum laude. Michael Maddox. Theodosia Tanique Washington. Madeline Rose Rolage del Señor, cum laude. Rebecca A. Mobley, magna cum laude. Jennifer Burnett, summa cum laude. Laura E. Martinez, magna cum laude. Sandra Esquivel. Michelle Colick. Helena Malone. Jessica Lee Erickson, summa cum laude. Sharice C. Taylor. Tracy Johnson McCall, cum laude. Dolores Walker. Lisa Michelle Erickson. Terrence L. Kennard. Cedric M. Rogers. Tariq Ashanti Smith. Paul Crucell, magna cum laude. Misty Rose Johnson, summa cum laude. David L. Hall. Andrew Ali, summa cum laude. Tiffany Anisha Robinson. Brian Lynn Robinson. Cheyenne Fawn Jeffers, magna cum laude. Montez Okeya Bynum. Christopher Vogel, summa cum laude. Brian E. Culla, cum laude. Mark Anthony Swift. Denise L. Johnson Coleman. Shalone Gail Lankard. Larissa Richburg. Pamela Bloodsaw Dunn. Jessica Pineda Valdivia. Bonnie Elizabeth Robinson, magna cum laude. Julie M. Linus, summa cum laude. Anthony Russo Jr. Andrea Travis Stallworth. Sharonda Arnold, cum laude. Anoop Nupain. Kenneth L. Page, magna cum laude. Destiny Puyol Turner, cum laude. Jacob Agnew Moore Jr., cum laude. Michelle Renee Cunningham. Lena J. Barton, summa cum laude. Saint-Il Pierre. Ursula K. Stanford, cum laude. Jasmine L. Way, cum laude. Monique Behringer. Rachel Lynn Ortiz. Bianca Dijon Parham, cum laude. Angela Renee Houston, cum laude. Amanda Danielle Smith, magna cum laude. Summer Ray Satcher. Michael Warren Grody. Andrew Christopher Hood, summa cum laude. Rebecca Jane Mendoza. Thomas Earl Schmidt, magna cum laude. Casey Newhouse. Whitney B. Paget. Jerry Ray Carrasco, cum laude. Melanie Denise Karslick. Avery Williams Coop. Melvin Ray Ferris, Jr. Adam Christopher Nixon. Timothy C. Russo, summa cum laude. John Joseph Lambert, magna cum laude. John Weaver Jackson, summa cum laude. Rodney Sims. Adrian John Festejo, cum laude. Jared Michael Joyner. Catherine Lynn Holbrook, cum laude. Natalie Howard. Angelica K. Bridges. Audrey Fangman. William Thomas Olson III. Ramad Bailey, magna cum laude. Tricia Strickland. Vanessa Gomez, magna cum laude. Matthew Brown, summa cum laude. Michael Vincent Barclay. Kiyoshi Kevin Early, summa cum laude. Godson Gardiner. Teddy James Gulas. Terry Hensley. Ahmad Ali, cum laude. Tiandra Bree Jolly. Jeremy Wayne Lee. Stacy A. Goen, magna cum laude. Marla Camille Rubin. Richard Montoya, summa cum laude. Amy Bolton Gazier, summa cum laude. Harold Dwayne Wright, Sr. Wesley Sammons, summa cum laude. Kirill Lee Belk. Yolanda Smith Holland. Keisha Fitzhugh, cum laude. Rebecca Hughes, cum laude. Renee Duckett. Tamila Parkinson. Sequoia Rochelle Brown. Stephen Sean Emberton, cum laude. Lucretia Mills, magna cum laude. Randy Callis, magna cum laude.
Let's have one more big round of applause for our bachelor degree graduates. Will the associate degree candidates please rise? President Styron, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the associate degree. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend the associate degree be conferred upon these candidates at this time.
With the authority granted to me by the state of Alabama and the approval of our board and faculty at Columbia Southern University, I hereby confer upon you the associate degree and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. Please move your tassel from the left to the right side of your cap as a sign of your great achievement. I congratulate and applaud you.
Will each candidate please come forward to receive your de jure when your name is called?
Nancy Lyons. Tatiana Clark. Crystal Lynn Newson. Greta Yvette McCain. Melinda Sue Cannon. Tariva Clay. Maurice Cantrell Lundy. Elizabeth Ann Hurd. Kyra Severhus. Karanitha Perla McCall. Samantha C. Jordan. Alice LaFay Jordan. Jordan LeBeau Martin. Teresa Messer. Shelley Lynn Neubauer. James M. Currents. Amanda Stooksbury. Raquel Morgan English. Alicia Lily Travis. Shane Leroy Zimmerman. Ashanti McKinney. Gary Lamartiniere. Brandon K. Freeman. Charles Arthur Odom. Dennis Richard Drisdell. Jeffrey Javon Frazier. Garen Keith Means. Rodney Jones. Keith A. Vining. Deanna L. Steiner. Matthew Eugene Klaus. Stephen Havard. Broderick Sullivan Sr. Tyler James McElveen. Juanita S. Rogers. Jody Alverson. Donovan Bailey. Cody Glenn Parrott. Adolphus Henderson Jr. Joseph Stephen Ben Gardner. Patricia D. Johnson. Kathleen Guinness Philbrook. Pamela Susan Gray. Christy Sommer Slagle. Christine Renee Hinton. Brandy Nodal. Chantel L. Wood. Carlton Klein. Tracy Lynn Bell. Sequoia M. Russell. Jesse Bond. Michael G. J. Solomon. Charles Darnell Dirks. Rhonda Renee Allen.
Let's have one more round of applause for our associate degree students. In honor of CSU's 25th anniversary, we are presenting kukui nut leis for each of our graduates. Leis that use kukui nuts have long been symbols of enlightenment, knowledge, and learning. We hope you, as you wear these kukui leis, you feel our respect and appreciation for what you have accomplished. Today, we've celebrated what you have accomplished. Don't forget all of the hard work that it has taken you to get to this point. This is an impressive milestone that you have reached on your journey. Finally, do not forget to thank your family, friends, and colleagues who have supported and encouraged you. They have been there wanting the best for you while waiting for you to achieve it. Make their investment worthwhile. Return their investment in you as many times over as you can. Graduates, please rise and applaud all of those who have supported you. Thank you and good luck, graduates of the Columbia Southern University class of 2018. You have earned it. Ms. Chantel Cooley will now deliver the benediction.
Please join me in the benediction and bow your heads if you'd like. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing this year's commencements to a close and for making it a joyful and memorable occasion for all of our graduates, their families, and their guests. Lord, let today mark a new beginning in the lives of these graduates. For those still unsure of themselves and their purpose, Lord, let their life's purpose be clear and give them confidence. For those going through challenges and facing mountains, give them strength in the face of adversity and the courage to pursue their dreams. Revive their passion and ignite their hope for a better future. Use them as agents of transformation in a hurting world. Let them move this nation and the world forward. Lord, let the blessing of this family and CSU follow them. Let great favor be upon them. Bless them with wisdom beyond their years. Let their diplomas open doors for them beyond their wildest dreams. And above all, Lord, bless these graduates and their families with peace, good health, and prosperity. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Chantel. Will everyone please stand and remain at your seats for the platform processional?